If you went to your advisor and says, hey, I need to invest my IRA into real estate, they'll be like, oh, well, if you're going to do that, you got to pull your money out. There's a 10% penalty because you're under 59 and a half and you have all this taxes you have to worry about. And so I think some people out there probably don't self-direct for that reason because they get some bad advice and some bad information right up front. If you ever want to move money between IRAs or from an old 401k to an IRA, you can do so tax-free. It's a very simple process by either doing a transfer or a direct rollover. The only difference is kind of on what accounts are involved. So a transfer is moving money directly from one IRA to another IRA. So you can move money from Fidelity to Schwab, Schwab to Advana, Advana to TD Ameritrade. As long as you never touch those funds, it's a tax-free movement of money, and you can do that as often and whenever you'd like to get that money moved from one custodian to another. A direct rollover is simply you have that old 401k, 403b, and those employer plans, doing a rollover from that account to an IRA. Again, as long as you don't touch the money and it goes from one custodian directly to the other, it is a non-taxable event. And you can do them, again, as often as you like, and you can do them in whatever amounts that you like. So we have a lot of clients who might have $200,000 or $300,000 in their IRA at a brokerage house, and they need, say, $100,000 to invest in a syndication. So they transfer over just the $100,000 they need for the syndication. They leave the rest of the money where it's at. They come across another deal. They move another $100,000 over to take advantage of a second investment. You're permitted to do that, again, as often and whenever you like. As long as there are forms going back and forth and you're not touching the money, there are no tax consequences, no penalties. And that's something in Advana we do at kind of the upfront part of the process. When you're opening up the account, is where are your funds? How much are you looking to move over? Let's make sure we get the right paperwork. Again, a lot of advisors, because their professional career is built around buying and selling mutual funds and stocks, a lot of advisors have no idea that this is even possible. It's becoming a little bit more well-known, but some advisors don't even know it's possible. So they think when you say, I want to use my IRA to invest in real estate, they think you're taking the money out personally as a distribution and then going and buying the property, which would indeed be subject to penalties and tax. But when you're moving it to a self-directed IRA, it's never leaving that tax protection that the IRA provides. So there's no impact to you personally, and you have that whole amount of capital to use going forward.